Hello, I'm David from the Teams Toolkit teams, and today I'm going to show you how to use DeepSeek R1 to build a custom engine agent using the local GPU of your machine and be able to use it inside Microsoft Teams. For that, we're going to use a bunch of various cool tech, the Teams Toolkit VS extension, the AI Toolkit to be able to load the DeepSeek R1 model and host that in your GPU, and the Teams AI library to be able to expose, your agent inside Microsoft Teams. So I am currently inside Teams, and I'm going to ask a question to my agent. What is the MSFT stock value? So this agent is supposed to be able to understand my intent, which is to call a specific API to get the stock value that you can see on the right. But before sending the request, have a look to my GPU memory and utilization is fairly low for now, and I'm going to send the request. So you see that it's being logged inside VS Code, and you see that the memory is going up. My GPU VRAM is almost completely used, and the utilization is going up to probably 100% to be able to understand my request and be able to map that to the API call for me. So let's wait a couple of seconds so it can make the magic work. And if it works, you should be able to see that inside VS Code, I will be on my breakpoints, and I will be able to see the parameter the AI managed to understand. So here it is. So the parameters is MSFT, so this is good. So now I can press F5, and you can see that I was able to have the value logged. And if you wonder where does it come from, it's an adaptive card that we created out of the box automatically using Teams Toolkit. I can show you how to do that just after that with VS Code. So you see that I was able to use my GPU, I was able to use a local version of DeepSeek R1, build an agent, and use that inside Teams. So let's stop this one for now. So we're going to stop the debugging and see how everything is working, because I'm sure you like to do the same at home. So first you need to install two extensions. The first one is the VS Code Teams Toolkit 1. The second one is the AI Toolkit, so you can find both of them on the marketplace or directly from VS Code. In Teams Toolkit, I'm going to create a new application. So you have two types of agent there. This one is using the declarative agent, which means that you're going to use the M365 Copilot stack, the LLM of Microsoft, the orchestrator of Microsoft, and you can customize the way the agent is going to work. You can even call API. I did a video on that just before. The second one is going to use this time the custom engine agent, which we are using right now, which means that you can provide your own LLM. So it could be one from OpenAI or another one. It could be fee-free, it could be an SLM, it could be, in my case, DeepSeek R1. And this one, you provide your LLM, but you can also provide your own orchestration logic. So this is what I was interested into. So let's build this one. You have various options. In my case, I decided to chat with data, and my data were coming from a custom API, giving me the stock values. You can use Azure AI Search, do a graph call to M365. Let's do a very basic agent, so to see you how to build a small ChatGPT-like experience. So I'm going to use JavaScript. And in this case, you need to choose OpenAI, because most of the LLM now got an OpenAI compatible endpoint. So let's use this one. I don't need any key. I'm going to use a default folder, and I'm going to set test DeepSeek R1 V2, because of course the name was already taken. So it's going to scaffold a new project, and now let me show you how to use and plug a local model. So if you go inside the source, inside the application source code, you see that by default we're going to use OpenAI model and OpenAI key. So I'm going to remove the key because I don't need one, and the default model, you see that is going to take the one from the config, and the config for now is OpenAI GPT 3.5 Turbo. In my case, I would like to use something else, so I'm going to go inside the AI Toolkit. So the AI Toolkit is now going to have a look to the various models I decided to install on my machine or to reference remotely. So you see that I've got many models available there. So I've got the free 128 care that can run on DirectML, which means that it can use my GPU. We're even going to be able to use the NPU of your Copilot Plus PC device. And then I've got remote models too. So you see that I've installed Llama. I'm using also OpenAI GPT-4o hosted on GitHub, which is super convenient. If you've got a GitHub account, you can use that for free. And in my case, I was using the 32 billion parameters DeepSeek model, DeepSeek R1 model. And if you wonder how to be able to do that, what you need to do is to install Ollama, which is there, so the server is running there. And then you need to go inside the AI toolkit and click the plus button and add Ollama model. Then you will be able to see that you've installed some Ollama model, and you will be able to pick it. So in my case, I installed two version of that, the 13 and 22 billion parameters models. Okay, now let's play with it. So you can click on that. We will load that into the playground, and you can ask questions like what is the origin of the universe, for instance. And you will see that it's still able to use my GPU, of course. And it's pretty fast to answer the question. So, of course, it's going to talk about the Big Bang. You can modify the various inference parameters, the temperature, everything that you're probably already aware of. Now, how can I plug that inside my Teams application using Teams AI and build a custom engine agent? So for that, what I'm doing is I'm going inside the prompt builder there. I'm going to select the same model, DeepSeek R1, and I'm going to click Open Code. And you see that I've got the base URL there. So I need to copy paste the endpoint and go back inside my code, which is there. And then what I need to provide is the endpoint, which is defined in my other code. There, you see the endpoint. So this is what I'm going to copy paste to be sure I'm not doing any mistake. So here it is. This is the endpoint. And then the model, I need to simply copy paste the model here, which is provided there, and copy paste that inside my code. So instead of the default model, I'm going to put that as a string there. And this is it basically, that now I've been able to use my localhost machine that's going to host DeepSeek R1 compatible with my GPU. And now what we have also as an option, rather than deploying the bot, you know, it's a long process to siloed everything. We have a specific tool in Teams Toolkit named the test tool. So if I'm pressing F5 now, what Teams Toolkit is going to do is to create the agent for you, run that into kind of an emulator that's going to emulate a little bit the Teams behavior. So it's an easy way for you to then test that some of your logic is working fine before deploying that inside the Teams infrastructure. So for now, it's going to install this specific tool inside this specific session. And then, oh yes, it's complaining about a missing key. So let me fix that for you. So it's a way for you to check that you will need to do some specific stuff before running. So you see, it's looking for this specific key, but I don't have it. So let's remove it and press F5 again. And now it should be happy. And now it's going to run my tool. So you see that he's running locally some of the logic. And now it will execute the test tool. And in the meantime, I'm going to open the task manager once again to show you that it's going to use my local resource. Up, here it is. So the GPU for now is fairly low. So let's put that on the side so you can still see it. And now, normally, like let's also track the log. I'm going to ask to build the solar system using Babylon.js. So normally, you should understand that Babylon.js is a 3D engine that I've been co-writing a long time ago. And maybe you should also be able to understand that you need to generate JavaScript code for that. So you see that my GPU utilization is currently very high. The memory also is being used to host the model. And now he's currently thinking about what he should do. When he will have decided what he should do, I should have some kind of output to explain me how to build a 3D, the solar system using 3D, the 3D engine. So what he decided to do is to say that I need to set up the HTML page and do some of the stuff. So, well, he didn't completely manage to do it. So generate the JavaScript code. And maybe it will be smarter this time. And you see, this is a great way for you to then prototype on your machine. I'm not using any token going in the cloud, so like it's a very cheap experience. If you got a big GPU like mine, which is a 4080, you can then do the first level of testing right on your dev box, and then of course be able to switch from my local endpoint to an endpoint running inside Azure AI Foundry to be able to validate that my configuration and my prompt is running fine. And then you see it was able to generate some code not completely formatted. This is where probably I need to optimize my current agent. But this is a way to be able to use a lot of different models using the Teams AI library and build a custom engine agent and have a full local dev experience thanks to that. So feel free to play with the AI Toolkit, Teams Toolkit, and Teams AI, and don't hesitate to share any of your questions in the comments below. Thanks!